Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a quick video on kind of how to block a website locally on a computer. If you're like me and you have kids at home, there's just some stuff that you don't want them on or have access to. So you can do this locally on your machine by editing the host file. You can also do this sometimes through your router that's at home, or if you have some kind of parental locks or safeties that are built in with your ISPs that allow you to do that. Some of them do it for free, but some it is an additional cost. But this here is free. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So I'm going to open up Google Chrome here. You can use any internet browser that you want to use. I'm just going to use Chrome for just demonstration purposes. And I'm going to go to Facebook. It's not something that your kids are old enough to be on yet, but just for the sake of this video, you can do this with any website as long as you know the web address. I'm just going here first to show you that it does work and we can actually get to the Facebook login. So you'll see we have the address here. It's www.facebook.com. So we're going to block this in what's called our host file on the actual machine itself. So this would be good to say if your kid has a computer in their room or something they're using for school or anything like that, you can go in and block these websites locally on the PC so they can't get past it and not get on anything they shouldn't be on, especially with the way the world is today. You want to keep your kids safe and try to protect them the best you can. So go ahead and close this out. I'm going to clear history just so you can show that this is kind of just a fresh start with everything. And clear the data out. Alright. So in order to change your host file, you do have to be an administrator on your machine that you're using, so make sure you have admin privileges. If you've set the computer and stuff up, you should be the administrator on there. And we're going to do this using Notepad. So here in your search bar, we're going to type in Notepad. You'll see it pops up. We're going to right click. We're going to do run as administrator, or you can also do run as administrator here. So we'll click on this. And this is your UAC, which stands for user account control. This is just like giving you permission to run this as an administrator. And we'll close that. And we'll open. All right. So here at the top, you'll see the word file. We'll click on that. We're going to click open. So this is where you're going to go look for your host file, which I'm kind of there. So let me go back from the beginning. So you should see this on the left, like this PC, your drives, network, whatever. This is a virtual machine, so that's why you see this DVD drive, VMware tools. So I'm going to go to this PC. It's going to be in your local disk. You'll double click that. I'm going to go to Windows. Next, you're going to search through this for System 32. If you hit S, it'll take you down to the area of S's because it's alphabetized. Click System 32, open that up. Next folder you're going to go to is going to be drivers. You can hit D. We'll look for drivers, open that. Then we'll go to this etc etc file. It's etc. So if you double click this. So when you get here, you're going to see there's no file showing. Here on the bottom right of this box, you're going to see that it has text documents. Just change this to all files. Then now you should see your host file here at the top. It'll just be labeled as file. So you can highlight it and click open, or you can double click it. So once it's open, this is the sample host file that is provided by Microsoft on every PC that they have. And you'll see this local host name resolution is handled with DNS itself. So we're going to add an address down here where we want Facebook to go so the person can actually address Facebook. And some people will do this if they have like a website on their home network or like their home computer. You can redirect them to that website, like if you had something educational or just some kind of something you want to put up so that they don't go look at something they weren't supposed to. So we'll skip down here. You'll see these little hashtags that are on the left here. This is just used to comment this stuff out, so none of this will actually run. It's just to show that it's a comment. So once here, we're going to hit the tab. That's going to put us at our first section. I'm just going to do all zeros, so 0.0.0.0. When tab twice, this spacing is important that you use. Make sure you follow the spacing rules if you're changing this in your host file. We're going to do www.facebook.com. If you're trying to block mobile on something too, you can do the m.facebook.com to block the mobile access. So once you have this, you can hit Control S to save, or you can go to File and click Save here. Once that's saved, you can close this back out. Close this. We'll go back to our internet browser. Then we'll try to go to Facebook again. If I a type, and we're going to do facebook.com, and we'll click enter. You'll see now that we have this site can't be reached. The reason this is doing is because it's checking our DNS server on the local machine, which is domain name system. So it's going to look there first for this Facebook address. What it's going to find is that we have Facebook there, but it's listed as all zeros for its network or its IP address, so it's not going to go anywhere. Hence is why you get web page might be temporarily down or may have been moved permanently to a new web address. So this blocks them from being able to get on Facebook. You can do this with YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok if you want to block that. This is just kind of the formality of what you go through and the steps to get you there. Just make sure you have the correct address that you put into your host file to block this. So say you've got this blocked and maybe they're older now and you want to unblock it or fix it so they can go back to the new website, or they're old enough and mature enough you want to give them access now. So let me clear all this back out. We're going to do the same thing again, except this time we're going to Notepad, run as administrator once again. Yes, we want this to happen. We'll do file, open. You're going to see that it put us back in the same area that we was just in, Windows, System 32, drivers, etc. You see we don't see files again, so we have to change this box one more time to all files. See our host file, we're going to open that up. Pretty simple. All you have to do now, erase that out, highlight it in backspace. Once you do that, you'll save this file again. Save, close that out. We'll go back to Google Chrome. We'll try to go to Facebook again. And you'll see now that we can access, and it gives us the page to log in, so therefore it's unblocked. So what your computer does, it looks locally first for an address, like, hey, do you know where this is? Well, if the computer doesn't know, it's going to send you out to the router, and the router's like, well, it's not local, let me send you out to this place, and this. Like, it travels around until it finds what you're looking for, and it takes that name and it changes it to an IP address. It's called DNS, which is Domain Name Server Resolution. We'll change that and send it out, and resolve it to the IP, find that IP, and send back what you're looking for. So, but pretty easy way to block it, guys. Really simple once you see how it's done and kind of know where to look. If you don't know where to look, it is complicated and can be frustrating, but I think this is probably the easiest way to block something on a computer to keep people safe. But thank you guys for watching.